Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally. This occasion we're standing on the corner of Soy 11 Sukhumvit. So there you go. Why? Why not? This video is about going to hospital in Thailand. Thankfully I'm not there today, but I have been many times in the past. And covering this topic is one of those essential topics to cover. You know, if you want to help people on their quest to settling or living in Thailand, one of the things you got to remember is health. And this is not about health insurance per se, it's about going to hospital and what you will encounter if you need to go to hospital, obviously depending on your ailment. But I'll go through a few things that happened to me in the past and are ongoing, almost some of them, and the expense that I incur as a result with health and accident insurance. Yes, I've got both. The accident insurance is quite cheap. I get it as part of my association with the bank I bank with. I think it's 1,500 baht per year. You heard that right, 1,500 baht per year. The health insurance is a little bit more costly, it's 20,000 baht per year, but there are certain provisos, as you know, in any insurance policy. Certain things are covered, certain things aren't. But let's say, for example, you go into a hospital with an ingrowing toenail. That's what I did. It's not, and at the time I didn't have the required health insurance. So I couldn't get it on the accident insurance because it wasn't an accident. And I went into a private hospital, and I'm not going to mention the names of hospitals as such because you can't do that here. You're not supposed to mention businesses' names, you know, good or bad, because you don't want to be getting into trouble, you see. But I went to this private hospital, which is as good as you'll get anywhere in the world. It really is. The private hospitals here, as you probably know if you've ever been here, are state of the art. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but they're top notch, as good as anywhere else in the world, if not better. But I went in anyway to have this ingrown toenail thing sorted. It cost me 5,000 baht for the procedure, and the procedure was a local anaesthetic, and I think I was probably in and out of the place within 2 to 3 hours. 5,000 baht. Now 5,000 baht equates to something in the region of what? $200 give or take. So it's a little bit pricey for a 2 or 3 hour procedure. I'll give you another few scenarios, and you know, you can never tell what's going to happen. I've got a 5-year-old son, Harry. He doesn't have health insurance. He's 5 years old. Maybe he should have, but he doesn't have. And every time, see, there's no GPs. I don't know what they do where you're from, but where I'm from, we have general practitioners who ply their trade in local communities, and you can go to your local GP at his clinic, let's say, if you have an ailment. But there's no such thing with our clinics here. There's clinics here all over the place, especially here in Sukhumvit, where you can get, you know, treatment for whatever it is may ail you. But if you want to get the top notch, you're going to go to a hospital. Harry gets the odd thing here and there. He licked up Coca-Cola. Yes, that's what he did. He licked up Coca-Cola off the floor once, and he got a streptococcal throat. He got a double whammy. He got 2 infections in his throat, and it necessitated, I think it was a 3 or 4, was it a 3-night, 4-day stay in one of the most reputable hospitals here in Bangkok, and it cost us 50,000 baht. 50,000 baht. Let's call it 3 days in hospital, and that was for a strep throat with some other upper respiratory infection. But the care was second to none. There were nurses in and out of the ward, the room, private room, a room, not a ward, a room. There was a microwave in it, for God's sake. In and out on the hour, every hour, 24 hours a day, giving them that kind of care. But it really, you know, my eyes were open. 50,000 baht. Now you see, if you're working and you're on a work permit, as far as I know, you can go to a Thai government hospital. But you wouldn't elect to go to a Thai government hospital if you needed to have something seriously done, or some serious procedure carried out, because you'd be waiting until the cows come home to get it done. I broke my 5th metatarsal on my right foot. You'll probably, if you look back over the videos, about a year ago, just over a year ago. And it's a very painful thing, you know. If you've ever done it, I went for my x-rays, I went for the consultation. I forget, to be honest, how much it was, because I was covered under accident insurance. That's why I forget. I was covered. So I had this lengthy consultation with a specialist. I had an orthopedic specialist, I think so. And I had my x-rays done and blah, blah, blah. The only thing I had to pay for was the boot. You know, the David Beckham boot? If you're familiar with those, you pump air into them and strap them. I wore that. And again, if you check out, I'll leave a link to the video of the time that I broke my metatarsal, and I'll show you the boot. The boot cost me 10,000 baht. That's $300. But it was worth its weight in gold. I was up on my feet straight away wearing the boot, and it helps it heal. It healed way quicker than I expected it to, but that's by the by. So there's how accident insurance can really help you, and it's dirt cheap. But if you don't have health insurance, you're looking at 50,000 baht for a 3-night stay or a 3-day stay. You need to get your act together, you know. You need to make sure that you have your how you doing? You need to make sure that you have your accident or your health insurance paid for. You okay? Okay. So you need to make sure that you have your health insurance paid for, because who can afford 50,000 baht willy-nilly? I had another incident with Harry there last week. I forget, it was he ate something again and he wasn't well at all, and I had to bring him along, and that cost me 3,000 baht. But that wasn't even staying in the hospital. That's $100. That was just going in, having a chat. The doctor said, looked at his throat, said it wasn't affected, but she gave him an antibiotic. $100 just like that. So there you go. You don't want to be going to hospital anywhere, but you don't want to be going to hospital here unless you've got health insurance and or accident insurance. It really is a no-brainer. Honestly, lads, you've got to look. Even if you're walking along the streets here, I don't know if you see, there's holes in the pavement, and if you're going around wearing flip-flops, which you probably will, and you have a few beers in any of the bars along here, how many of you have slipped? I've done it countless times. Sure, I broke my metatarsal, for God's sake. So there you go, lads. I hope you found this informative, and make sure, if you haven't done so already, you click that like button, click the share button, click the subscribe button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me. Hello there.